Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Binary Kill. We're back on the DIY account and making some progress here. Recently, I've finished the masteries for Pelops. Just gone with a very basic set of masteries here, enough to extend some of his stuff and well, his buffs and his debuffs. A little bit of a boost to the gear that he has, and increase in his shields. And then just straight down into War Master for additional damage, because I currently have him. I need to get another piece to finish his lifesteal. Well, I have to build a lifesteal set for him. I was hoping to get enough pieces for, what is that set? It's Bloodthirst. So it's essentially the same thing, but it gives you some additional crit rate. And it's in the current Doom Tower rotation. Speaking of Doom Tower, we have been making some progress in normal. So I am up to floor 185. Finished that today. And I will do the next couple of runs against this boss to gain some more crafting for the Bloodthirst. Apart from that, I've taken Farrakhan up. He's now also got most of his masteries. I just need to finish off the last bit, so I need another 220 of these scrolls to finish his masteries, and then he'll be good to go. I'll probably convert the gems and just keep hitting Minotaur with that. I had to unfortunately upgrade his boot to get a little bit more through the Doom Tower. Overall, essentially what I've also been doing is relying heavily on the preset manager. So I currently have these 4 sets that I move on to my champions just to do the basics within the faction wars. So I just keep doing this, whether it's only up to stage 6 or what's the other one? Yeah, this one I could only get up to stage 4, and that's fine so long as I'm getting materials. It's all good. So we add a little bit of progression there. In the missions, we're slowly moving up through here, so we'll get some more gems. I think there's probably 1 or 2 more battles, depending on what options there are. Live Arena has been a fairly difficult area to compete in. There are some really annoying teams in here, especially with this guy here. He's like, some of them are just so strong they just one shot the team, and they're just quick enough with that speed aura. But overall, it's been really enjoyable just playing and moving through the game at my own pace. Also, just looking for, well, we bought that. We haven't really had very good shard luck. Haven't pulled a Lego yet, and the epics that I have pulled haven't been that great. So I mean, that was free, that was free, that was free, that was free, that was 3. That was all with the login, and then basically gained her and him. I mean, fairly useful for faction wars, but apart from that, I also got Grizzled Joel. It's just, it's not very useful at this point in time. I'm considering taking up Gravechill Killer, but probably will just wait and see until we get the final shard out. Yeah, I mean, we're fairly close to achieving that. Currently 3rd, and personal rewards, we're getting there. I mean, all these chickens help. All the energy will help if we win. I mean, it looks like we're on course to win, but you never know. So ideally we win, and that would be a little bit of energy, not much, but enough to start farming. So ideally, if I don't pull anything, I think the next champion I'll probably take up is Tagore. Um, just so that he has a little bit more survivability and he can come around and revive. And then I will do Seeker. And then once that core team is kind of built, I will then start farming up all the potions to ascend them to fully ascended. I don't think I have a lot of accessories. Like, I think I have one accessory here for him, and that's attack with a little bit of HP, but it all helps. I think there's a little bit better here, so you know, they're not the best pieces, but they will do. Um, so yeah, the account's going well, and it's been really fun. Um, so ideally, I'm really hoping to pull. I've set Alva as the hopeful. I mean, I know it's slim to none. It was like 2 to 4% chance of actually pulling the legendary you selected. But apart from that, he's going fairly well. We opened up the Altar of Souls. So I do a little bit of the not in there of Iron Twins. Because if I manage to get a soul, that'd be great. Keeping my what they provide you for a little bit later on. I'm hoping to get a soul for either Tholan or for Pelops. I mean, ideally, if I get it on him, his accuracy is going to have to really go up. But yeah, I need to look at his gear because I need him now to be switched over to either Lifesteal or Bloodthirst. I mean, ideally Bloodthirst just to give me some additional crit rate. I'd like him craft. I mean, hits fairly okay, so if I can get him crit capped with a little bit of damage, that'd be nice. Just to help move us along. Clan boss, I have now been one keen hard and normal. Where is the score? So yeah, 13 million there and 12 million there. I accidentally left the rare in there. It would have been slightly higher. I think the last one was 14 million. But essentially, I think I'm probably going to have to move on from this clan because I want to start hitting brutal. And I think they're a long way off from hitting brutal. They haven't even been finishing hard, so essentially I think we're going to have to move on and find a clan that's at least taking brutal. I think it'll probably drop me down to having to do 3 keys to finish it, but I'd rather be in year to have a better chance of getting better rewards and some 5-star gear. Otherwise progression is going to be real slow. Apart from that, I've just been pulling shards as soon as there's 10, I'll pull them. Feed the 1s into 1s to make 2s to level up the 2s. And just playing fairly generic because I haven't had much luck. Tomorrow I think we get an epic book that will go into Farrakhan. I'd really like to bring the cooldown on this down. It just 6 turns is a bit high, and he's not really that fast at 184. Essentially, he also needs a lot more accuracy, so it's probably something I'm gonna have to look at. But I think priority sits with Pelops to get him into either Bloodthirst or the Lifesteal. But overall, it's progressing in the right direction. I did pull a soul for Farrakhan. He's got a 2-star soul, and I've just gone Nature's Wrath. And on Seeker, I've gone Commanding Presence just to increase the aura off of Tholen. Tholen's gear is still pretty much what it was, but I'm hoping to get some new stuff. I know some stuff came from somewhere, I'm not sure where, but it's in here now. I think it was like 5 pieces of Cruel and 5 pieces of Immortal. I'm not sure where it came from. So I'll have to really look at that. I mean, I don't think there's much here to be used. It might be just another set to build as presets and have it there just for faction wars, just so I have additional gear. But yeah, the gear is looking fairly pitiful, but that's just the beginning. The other one I'm looking at is Fatal, to maybe just get some pieces for faction wars again, for maybe some of the damage dealers, so I don't have to constantly take Tholen's gear off, because the amount of times I've run Tholen without his gear on him is becoming a bit silly now, and it's a real waste of energy. That's a fairly okay piece. So we'll probably put some levels into the crit rate glove that was here, I think. I thought there was a crit rate glove. Oh well. Anyway, guys, that is the progression of the count so far and where we're taking it. So I'm going to head into Doom Tower. Just try and get some more pieces to craft later on. Ideally, it also adds to the points for the CVC, which seems to be going really well. Anyway, guys, let me know how your counts are doing, and good luck.